Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be starting off the yearly thing where I go ahead and show off my entire collection. So today I'm going to be starting with fire extinguishers. So here I am in the fire museum. You can see it is a little bit messy just because I have been moving a lot of stuff around, preparing for holidays and stuff like that. But I'm going to go ahead and start here. So I'm not going to exactly show every single unit or talk about it, but I'll just kind of show some of the notable stuff. So here I have a 10-pound brass valve Amerex. It's a fat, stubby version. 2.5-pound BC extinguisher. Couple brass valve Amerex units. Here I have a bunch of PEMAL stuff. This one's fully charged. Here I have a Badger from the 80s. Kita CO2 extinguisher. Some other Kita stuff over here in the front. Here I have a couple of general 5-pounders and then this old firefighter unit. I have an Ansel Sentry. This is one of the finest units in my opinion, just because it is nice with the steel handles. Here's a Halon 1211 extinguisher. Two of these old Kita 10-pound plastic extinguishers. Over here I have this old Randolph CO2. I have this Sears extinguisher. It's pretty neat. I have these Ansel Purple K extinguishers, nice for vehicles and stuff like that. CO2 extinguisher. Here I have this power pack extinguisher. It's golden, which is cool. Another Ansel extinguisher, Halon Kita. This is a Fire World extinguisher. A Badger, a couple other weird stuff. So this is a Keen branded Amerex brass valve from the 70s, and then this is a General cartridge operated extinguisher. I also have this Rousseau, which is a different style of plastic extinguisher. It's called the Eliminator. I have this Flag 15-pound CO2, 20-pound Badger, another massive CO2 extinguisher, 20-pound Kita, 20-pound cartridge-operated extinguisher, Badger, or not Badger, Amerex 5-pounder. This is a brand new Strike First extinguisher. I am going to do a review on these later on. I'm just waiting for a couple more. Like, this is also a Buckeye extinguisher. It's just yellow and old. Then I also have this new Badger 5-pounder. A couple of these Flag extinguishers right there. A newer Badger extinguisher. Amerex brass valve 10-pounder. A couple of K-class extinguishers. Here I have some Kitas. Here I have some water cans. This is a Badger foam extinguisher. It is pretty neat. Over here I do have this neat little 441. It is actually in service right now. It's in this Porter Roemer cabinet. I can never pronounce it. It's like Potter Roemer. I don't know. I can't English, but it's here. It's pretty neat. So yeah. So next we have the Forbidden Closet. So this is full of extinguishers that aren't the best or in the best condition. So here I have some of the interesting stuff. So here I have a bunch of duplicates. These are just old Kitas or whatever, low value stuff. Here I have some other weirder stuff. So there's not a whole lot. There's this Golden General. There's a Ansel back there, but other than that, it's basically just Kita stuff. So yeah, nothing too special there. Down here I have some other weird stuff. So I have this General CO2 First Alert 10-pounder, 6-pounder, some Kitas and First Alerts. You can see this one is a power pack. It's kind of cool, but you know, that's pretty much it for here. So finally we have the last fire extinguisher closet. So this is more for stuff that's still in service or the spare extinguishers for the house. So I'm going to start on this side, which is more of the older stuff. So I have a couple Purple K Ansels, pretty neat. I have this BC Ansel cartridge operated Redline. I have a General CO2. It's pretty cool, really nice quality. I have this Stop Fire CO2 extinguisher. I have this Badger CO2 extinguisher. It still has the factory seal, which is neat. This weird General CO2 extinguisher. Another cartridge operated extinguisher. I have this Badger 10-pound CO2, fully charged. Then I have this. This one happens to be empty, but it is an older Amerex CO2 extinguisher. And then I have a couple more Purple K extinguishers. Over here I have this kitchen Kita. Nothing too much with it. It's kind of neat. I have a Badger CO2 extinguisher. This is a spare for the unit in the kitchen, which I'll show later. I have this. This is just an empty one. I might recharge it if I need it, but I don't at the moment. This right here is a 10-pound A456. It's just an older 10-pound ABC extinguisher. Here I have an Amerex 2.5-pounder from the 80s. Pretty neat. I have this old General. It's kind of cool. I have a Kita. Don't expect to get much use out of that. I actually have a lot of Kita stuff. You can see it's mostly just new in box. These are cool, I suppose, for when I like to give them out to family and friends who do not have fire extinguishers. They are mostly just units I got from the recall because there's a lot of plastic ones I own. You can see I have this 4-pounder, then there's that one. There's a lot of them. I have this Shield Pro 220, which I'll also be testing in a later video. I have a different one over here too. It's pretty cool, fully charged. Over here, I have an Amerex 5-pounder. This is a spare for the house, and then I have another brass valve 10-pounder. This is also a spare. Here's a General extinguisher. It's leaking, unfortunately. A lot of my stuff is leaking, which is unfortunate. There's a different General. These are pretty rusty, but it is just surface rust, so not too concerned. All right, so as usual, I'm going to show off the extinguishers I have throughout the house as well, just for fun. So starting off in the lowest part of the house with the first extinguishers, I'm in the utility room. So I have my Amerex 10-pound CO2 extinguisher right here, and I also have a foam extinguisher. So this foam extinguisher and the CO2 extinguisher protect all the electronic stuff in here. So I don't know, that and that. And then the foam extinguisher gets pretty much everything else. So like maybe wood, the oil tank, stuff like that. So yeah, that's why these are here. I did already show off the unit in the fire museum, so I don't have to show that. And also you can see that everything has been decorated. But in the main part of the basement, I have the Amerex B461. So this is a 6-pound ABC extinguisher with a brass valve. Finest extinguishers produced, in my opinion, just because of the quality of them. So this right here, fully charged, obviously, protects this area in the basement. Here I have a water extinguisher. It's not technically in service. I just like to have it here just because sometimes I have campfires outside, and it's just good to have this right here. Obviously, it's fully charged. This one's from the 70s, but it is a really nice extinguisher in good condition, so I'm happy I have it. So on the basement stairs, let me turn on some lights, Jesus. I also have a water extinguisher. So here I have a Badger extinguisher from the 90s. Again, this is an older one, but it is really nice condition and quality, so that's why it's here. And once again, I do like the thing. This tag is actually wrong. It's not a B403, and it's not BC dry chemical. Whatever, I'll work on that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So over in the kitchen, I have this Amerex 332. So this is a 5-pound ABC carbon dioxide extinguisher. So this protects all of the appliances and stuff like that. You can see this is pretty cool. It's a slightly older model, but it's in decent condition. And then also, if we go over here, there's a can of Easy fire spray, more just for, you know, fun, but like I suppose it could be used on a very small fire. Over here, this is blocked, but it's here. So this is a B461, same unit as the basement. It is protecting the family room area. And then finally, near the fireplace, here we have a Amerex B270 water mist extinguisher. Right now, there's no fire, but once again, this is just here because I like the wand, because if there was ever a chimney fire, it would be helpful to get up in there. So over in the garage on this side, which is the exit, as you can see, I have an Amerex B456. This is rebranded by Cintas, but it's the same. So this is an aluminum valve 10-pounder. It's a pretty nice extinguisher. It's mounted up here. You can see, I think it protects the garage pretty well, just because there's vehicles and stuff in here. Lots of things that could potentially catch on fire, so it's just mounted here. And then on the other side of the garage, in the other bay, I have a 441. So this is a brass valve ABC extinguisher, really nice quality. Like I said, this is missing the tamper seal. I'm assuming someone must have just hit it and broke it, so I'll get on that. But you know, I mean, not much to say about it. It's just mounted on the wall. It's pretty cool. It protects this side of the garage. So yeah. All right, so over here it's kind of dark, so I'm not going to be out here for too long. I have this 5-pound ABC extinguisher. It's out in the driveway. You know, should there be some sort of brush fire or whatever, it's just out here. It's also in its own cabinet, which is pretty neat. So yeah, that's that. So I'm out in the shed right now. You can see here's the alarm stuff. But anyways, so here I have the Ansel 10 pounder. I chose this for the area just because it's an ABC extinguisher, has pretty big capacity, and most importantly, it's tough. So these are some of the finest extinguishers, like I said. And the thing with these is they have a really, really strong spray pattern. So it can really get in places that a traditional extinguisher wouldn't be able to get. So it's practically a high flow unit. I mean, it has a 10A 60 BC rating, so it's pretty good for maybe a brush fire, a lawnmower caught on fire, whatever. But it is good to have. All right, so anyways, going into the living room, I don't have much here. So right here, I just have an Ansel 5-pound extinguisher. This is one of the newer ones. You can see it has that magnet hose holder, which I really do like. There's not much to say about it. It's just a 5-pound ABC. It is pretty nice to have here, just on this side of the house. I suppose it does protect the tree, not like the artificial plastic tree is really going to catch on fire. But then in the office here, I have a 417. It's just a 2.5 pounder, really just kind of supplementary protection. All right, so here in my bedroom, I have 3 different extinguishers. So here I have my Ansel 10-pound ABC. So this is, again, has a magnet hose holder. It's pretty cool for this area. A Badger 15-pound CO2 extinguisher, and then a Amerex water extinguisher. So this is considered a fire point. I do like to have fire points in this house just because generally if there was a fire, I would hope that someone would just grab the nearest ABC extinguisher just because those are the easiest. But I do like to have just extinguishers that are more specialized, such as water extinguishers and CO2 extinguishers, just because they are a lot less messy. So hypothetically, if there was a fire and I happened to be home, I would just reach for one of these, depending on what fire it was, just because I don't want powder all over my house. But that's the reason why these are here. I will keep powder extinguishers throughout the house just for the ease and familiarity of other people operating. All right, so if we go into this other bedroom, I have another 417. This is just a nice old one. Once again, it's nothing really special. It's supplementary protection. Good quality extinguisher though. And then if we go into the last one, I have this. This is a Amerex B456, just like the one in the garage, except it's newer and it's Amerex branded. Not much to say about this. It's once again a good quality extinguisher, especially for residential. I also forgot to mention there's a couple more left up here. Just some Badgers and some Kittas. This is a chrome Kitta. It's pretty neat. But yeah, that's pretty much it for here. And then if we go to the other side, inside of this walk-in area, and then we go to in this walk-in closet, which is right next to the door of the walk-in attic, I have a Amerex A402. So this is an aluminum valve 5-pounder. Once again, this is a nice extinguisher for the area. I just wanted something on this side of the floor, especially since, there's a walk-in attic right here, lots of crap in there. So I want this here. I would have chosen a 10-pounder just because this is covering a lot of area, but my concern was that if there happened to be a fire in this walk-in attic, which you can barely even stand up straight in, I feel like a smaller extinguisher would be a lot more easy to handle. So less equals more in this. All right, that's it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I was gonna have a nice Christmassy scene where I just cut out and then it played Christmas music, but I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I suppose I'll just do the normal MPC farewell. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. It is the most wonderful time of the year, so enjoy it. And in the future, I will be making other collection videos like fire alarms and exit signs. So yeah.